The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the W Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with ACD Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack, and joining me is my co-host, Sam and Foxy, as we are here for the second stream of the final day of Division 2. We're going to be coming up to your screens very soon with Zeus Saber versus Newcomers right there, so I had to look down at my information. And it should be a very exciting match indeed. Foxy, how do you feel on this fine evening?
I feel amazing, Blackjack. Thank you for asking. We've had quite the run, though, and indeed, this is officially, guys, the finale day for Division 2. And this will be the finale stream, I believe, for Division 2 as well. Wouldn't you agree with that, for Blackjack? Excuse me. But why did I even call you Foxy for some reason? Why did I even happen to have that confusion?
I get that too, Foxy. Don't worry about it. I was casting with Baba one day in Season 2, and I accidentally said myself, Baba Gusta, and my co-caster Blackjack. So I know how that feels. Okay, I know how that feels.
Okay, all right. Anyways, that out of the way, we've got ourselves. We've got ourselves the boys here. Newcomers have joined the lobby. We're still waiting on newspapers, and we'll be up and running very soon in the match. The map, though, is going to be Coastline. That is a map that we've seen Zeus perform amazingly well. But mind you, Newcomers is a force you don't want to consider them a little, you don't want to downscale them, because Lord Bane is the power that guides them. In fact, Lord Bane has had the highest kill record in the TEC League. That is 23 kills and 10 deaths in one single game. That was on Theme Park, moreover. I believe That's the second time we're getting to see theme park in preseason. I think the first one, I believe, it was Union Gaming versus Demons first, and now that we got to see newcomers face off against the side of the Peacemakers, newcomers completely walked over them. That was amazing. It was not newcomers versus the Peacemakers. It was Lord Bane versus the Peacemakers. 23 frags, inhuman, completely inhuman. We'll be seeing almost everybody in the lobby. We must be into the game in just a moment. Meanwhile, I'll be taking a quick look at the, I believe, the community votes that went down for this match coming up. That is just a second here, people. There you go. The first match in the morning, though, Kira Esports versus Virtual 5. Kira happened to be the winner of that. 7-5, I believe that was.
Yes.
7-5. Kira won that 7-5. And the match that we'll be witnessing now is Sabers versus newcomers. And that is going to be newcomers have had themselves a community vote upscale of 58%, while we have Sabers on 42%. So, very interesting. I mean, I wouldn't really say that the votes have saturated on one particular team. So, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense, more sense. Like, Jack, would you mind taking the mic as I quickly get the lobby? There's something the players are asking me.
Oh, is that so?
Stuff, yeah.
All right. So, as Foxy mentioned, of course, the game we had earlier today was between Kira Esports and Virtual 5. Kira, of course, took that 7-5, even though it looked like that at one point Virtual 5 might be able to push for overtime, but we just didn't have that. As for the side of newcomers, we did have them play yesterday, and that, as we mentioned before, was against the Peacemakers. That match, of course, came pretty close, mind you, even if it was effectively, especially towards the end, Lord Bane against the Peacemakers. Newcomers still did go to maximum overtime. 8-7 was the scoreline right at the end, and that, my friends, was a match worth watching, definitely. And that was a match that came down very, very exciting. Indeed, the record for the TEC as well, 23 kills for Lord Bane in that game. It's absolutely fantastic. As well as this match on Coastline, of course. Coastline is a map we all are aware how it goes. It's more of a frag heavy map rather than a hard breach map. A map that really,
indeed, that is why I believe Blackjack. It gives all the while more room for Sabers to with. The way they like to be a little quick, a little swift with what they like to do. But here's a downside of it. Newcomers themselves love to take gunfights. Sure they do. I mean, the way they were playing yesterday, not only Lord Bane, you've got them as well, you've got AMSC as well. They've had that, I'd say they've had that tendency to pick gunfights more often. Let's see what is going to be, what this match will hold for us as we're waiting for a last player from to join in, and we'll be up and running. Yes, please, Blackjack, you were saying something. Sorry to cut you there. Definitely sorry. I really stepped on your momentum.
No. That's completely fine. I mean, I was afraid of going off on a tangent myself, so that's just fine. But the thing I was saying is the fact that Coastline as a map doesn't really particularly require hard breach. We did have a Coastline game yesterday where we had a Hibana ban, as far as I'm aware, and that ban really just completely shut down all hard breach from the side of any team in particular. It was all soft breach, all utility, and all gunfights. And that really goes to show that with the Hibana, of course, you can open up extra lines of sight, you can open up rotations that you might need. But other than that, Thermite, Maverick, no one really is particularly needed in Coastline as much as they are on other maps like, say, Clubhouse or Villa or Clubhouse. I said Clubhouse twice there. But you get the point, right? Where it's more focused on gunfights. It's more focused on winning your gunfights, which makes matches on Coastline pretty exciting, if you ask me.
All right. Indeed. Coastline is absolute. Everybody is in lobby, and the lobby will be up and running. We will be going right into the game. Coastline newcomers versus Sabers on the finale day of Division 2. That is, got some amazing rosters that both these teams present for themselves. So let us see how that is going to be. The first ban phase is going to come out from the side of Sabers. They'll be starting off on defense, so that only means that they would like to take off a possible attacker that could be, that could shift the tides here and there. And Blackbeard is what they'll be going for. We've seen to have a Blackbeard ban more than quite often. In fact, when it comes to this map in specific, just speaking about how roles, just in general, But then again, there's so many other things that revolve around Blackbeard because of the rappel game that he offers as well. We're seeing another ban come out. That is a Twitch ban from newcomers. Wait, is that targeted? Is that a targeted ban? I'm not sure. Anyways, we will be seeing that Twitch ban come out eventually, though. Very interesting ban. Not expecting that. We will also be having, I believe, Maestro gets banned. Very interesting. As oh boy, looks like, oh boy, Blackjack is actually left too. But Blackjack, where you go?
I am in
Oh,
fact
you're
still
here.
here.
All right,
Yeah,
never
yeah,
mind.
I had to
Well,
mute
okay,
my
why
mic
can I
for-
not see you?
Oh, is that so?
No,
give
that's
me
okay.
just a sec.
That's okay. That's okay.
no?
I mean,
Is
it
it
doesn't
okay?
really make a difference right now, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
it's okay. Yeah.
yeah. I'll tell you what happened at the end of the
Uh-huh.
at the end of the match. Excuse me.
Yep.
But, yep.
That's okay. It's okay. I know what kind of setup you had to go through to get your face cam on. But anyways, that is exactly what I was recommending you keep it on. Let's just get in the game. Lord Bane, AMST, Adam, Optica, and Salty Satish on the side of newcomers, while we have Lancer, Raven, Nicaristo, Etaban, and Invalid on the side of U-Sabers. The match will be up and running on round 1. That is, we've seen both of the Intel operators being taken off. Maestro and Valkyrie. The Echo will not be in play. That is a permanent ban. Seeing a little bit of a 6-pick coming out. Etaban will just be bamboozling himself, while the Buck play comes in from the side of Salty Satish with the 6-pick. Very interesting though. You can establish so much more vertical play with that operator. As the first side is going to be Kitchen, quite interesting. Vertical pace will still be in the favor of the attackers, but let's see if they'll be able to take that. Not Blackjack. The mic is all yours.
Thank you for that, Foxy. And yes, indeed, round 1 is underway right here from the side of both these teams. Newcomers and the Zoo Sabers are going to be taking themselves on, and it should be a pretty exciting game. As I'm excuse me, there will be a little bit of noise. I'm just sort of readjusting my mic after getting back into proper position. But no, it's fine, I'm already done. I was kind of talking to stall for time so that nobody would hear the noise of the mic being moved. It's something I do, when you record for long hours.
200
I'm
IQ
pretty sure.
plays. That's
Absolutely.
really some 200 IQ stuff on there.
Well, anyway, coming back to the match at hand, newcomers, they will obviously, being on the attack, they will definitely be using their drones to find out where these attackers are. And meanwhile, of course, we all know what the defenders are going to do. Finish setting up for that matter on a first floor kitchen, which looks to be the side of choice right here. And we do have a Hibana in play. Optica is playing that operator, mind you. And that is just that little bit of hard reach that I was talking about. He's going to toss a drone into Penthouse to make sure that no roamers are out there who are ready for a jump out. And Lord Bane with the prone peek on the Jackal already, with the hollow sight on the C7E in towards Sunrise. There is a Jaeger in here who was firing back at him. But still, no kills, no damage confirmed onto either operator right here. Jackal's drone is going to be taken out. There we go. And he's not going to go for the peak, curiously enough. He's going to rotate away towards the window of Blue Bar and Sunrise Bar, respectively. Going to prefer in the direction of Sunrise, but is he aware of the fact that now he is? But he wasn't initially aware of the fact that there's a Legion in there. Adam is meanwhile gets down and taken out by Invalid. There's the Bandit inside the security room as well. And that is a pretty big kill. The IQ is down, and now the Legion, all he has to deal with is the Jackal right outside of the Blue Bar window. He's got Easy Raven, the Jaeger for support right here. And Lord Bane, he's got an angle. AMST gets taken out in the meanwhile, and Z-Sabers have a quick double kill from Invalid as Nicaristo chimes in with the kill onto Lord Bane. And now things are not looking good at all for the side of newcomers. They only have Salty Satish and Optica left. The Hibana and the Buck, as the vertical lines aside, are just now being established by Buck. But is it too little too late? It's a 2v5. Shots are going to be fired. And oh, what a connect from below from Etaban. And that is going to leave Optica, the last man standing, in a 1 versus 5 immediately on round 1. Oh boy, that is not a good situation to be in. He's all going to pull all the way back to the main entrance spawn. Going to hide in the bushes. Looks like he's giving his team time to confirm, maybe. Maybe not. He's going to be running around in this direction, going back towards the site right now. But of course, we got the Doc. We saw him running out right there. Will he go for it again? He will. He sees where the Hibana is, and he will get that kill. And that is Edmund with the final kill onto Optica, giving a flawless round to the side of the defense right here. Zeus Sabers, what a play to start things off. Round 1 goes to them.
Round 1 will be Zeus. It was really well played by them, and more importantly, it did come down to that good spread out chrome hole that they had for themselves. Interesting in terms of how they were able to play that as something I'm not able to balance. There, happen to know anything about that?
The Facebook stream.
Yeah.
I haven't actually checked that yet. I will check that in just a second. Just, taking care of some things right here.
I don't know what's wrong for awkward.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Couldn't be happening? I don't know. Anyways, we'll be coming back to the match here. Lancer, Raven, and Edmund. Invalid Colonel goes back onto the pulse here. The man did pull peace, in fact, with the pulse, mind you. That is something that you've got to. You tend to not forget. Apparently, a server lag. Beef is there? Is it a server lag? I believe, yeah, there was a server lag for a second.
Yeah, momentarily.
Like a burst, yeah, like a small
Yeah.
one. Yeah, because if there was a massive server lag, I would get those indications on top, right? So, yeah. Anyways, we'll be seeing Grease to hold on offices once again. This time around, he doesn't really have a demand to help him. And look at this, some nice foot level holes being made. That is definitely going to help whoever's playing in and around the main lobby area. It seems that it's going to be something that they'll be able to convert or not. Eventually, though. No early frags coming in. I believe Lord Bean is the man with the highest frags, mind you. He's still waiting outside offices. He's got a drone in a really peculiar spot because, then again, if you're trying to go, try to be too long on that drone, you will get taken out. Nikaristo showed an exact example of that in the last round. Seeing Legion go for a few peaks, but Lord Bane is not the one you want to be peeking, at least not right now. He's got the Hollow, the Jackal's AR as well. Looks like there's some distraction that the Jackal is having to face against. He doesn't know where that peak is coming in from. He did hear the glass break, but not a kill. He's just not done anything. In fact, Adam comes up with a nice claymore. That is very necessary in terms of how Nikaristo came up with that. With a little bit too much of aggression, I would say. Now that I notice it, Sneak Ninja is actually not here today on the active roster of Zeus Sabers. Interesting. I really didn't happen to catch that, but I'm sure he must be out there supporting for his brothers. We'll be seeing Lord Bane. He's made his way very quickly onto Sauna and inside Sunrise. He'll be doing that, but Optic is the one who's taking a lot many shots. You don't want to lose your Heart Breacher early. What is the Heart Breacher even doing downstairs while the site is hookah? We'll be seeing Jaeger make his way above, and everybody except the Pulse is above. That obviously means the fact that the C4 is still going to be in play. Optica will be making his way inside VIP, but the Pulse is the one who's waiting for that a little bit of a mistake to happen for the side of the attack. That means the conversions will happen as well. Edmund has got to be very careful in terms of how he goes for this. Flank, but there's somebody that's watching for him. Oh, right, look at that connect. An amazing connect coming in from him. And the shot, in fact, Invalid gets another frag. There's still somebody else waiting for him. I believe that is indeed the Hibana. But Solly said he's trying to find a frag, and yes, he will. Lancer goes down, but the aggression from the Legion is going to pay them off. Another refrag comes in for the side of Nikari, so it's all on Optica, so low at HP. And mind you, the Pulse C4 is still not used, and it won't be used because Zeus Sabers will walk over newcomers once again too close to Zeus Sabers. Like I said, newcomers really need to step their game up right now because you're losing attack on coastline. That is not something you want to allow yourselves to be doing. And mind you, I've said this a little too much. Zeus Sabers' attack is way too good. In general,
Well, I can certainly concur with you on that one, Foxy. Zeus Sabers on the attack are very, very good indeed, and them winning their defensive rounds is going to help them quite a bit. And newcomers right now, they definitely need to step up their game. They definitely need to make sure that they have everything in focus, that they know what they're up to, and they know what they need. As we see Nikaristo go out of the Legion into the Wamai with the 6 pick. I stuttered right there. Not really sure why, but we are going. Whoa, am I?
Attackers need to locate and
But we
defuse
are going to be
bomb.
coming back into the round 3, and we are on Penthouse. All right, Penthouse has been a site that is twice in 2 days. Definitely not something that I thought we would see. But again, yesterday we had the second time of theme park coming out in the entire season set, the 3-season set of the WWE Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. And this time we have the second time seeing Penthouse in quite a while, but the second time in 2 days in quite a while. Now, Penthouse as a site, we're all aware of the fact that having a meta here is one of those things that is very, very standard, to the point where, you know, there are counters of counters of counters to a meta strat to this site. And with the most of the floor being reachable means that, of course, an IQ can just pop in below, or anyone really, a Buck, a Jackal, anyone with a shotgun can pop in below and take out the mira, maybe even get a couple of kills if the defenders are not vigilant enough. And I think that is the reason why we're not going to be seeing a mirror setup from the side of Zotac. It's just a standard rotation on that left wall of the theater door, right wall, excuse me, of the theater door. A couple Goya shields on 90 hallway. This, of course, we've seen before with some ADSs, some of my magnets, and just the standard stuff as it were. There are some vertical lenses that have been established by the Goyo Lancer sitting inside of theater right there. With the TCSGs is making those as he goes along. And they've been, I think he hears the rappel, but that of course is the repeller going all the way to the roof. Invalid in the meanwhile holding on the white hallway right by the white stairs. Wamai on Hall of Fame as well. So there's some fairly aggressive positions being used from the side of Z-Sabers, but again, nothing that's about to cost them their lives. You know, no aggressive or needless runouts, as once again, looks like both teams are facing a little bit of a lag issue on the server. Might not be a particularly good day for the servers today, but we all know the stories of Ubisoft and their lag. Anyway, moving back into the round at hand, Lord Bin's going to find one. That's invalid on the board. That's a very quick kill right there, and that is the pulse gone. As Salty Satish finds Nicoristo in the meanwhile, and that is a couple of kills that newcomers desperately needed. Nicoristo and Invalid are gone. The Wamai and the Bandit, as another shot comes in, and Lord Bane will win that against a Raven. He finds double, actually, onto Edeban as well. What even happened right there? As Lancer's the last one remaining, Lord Bane is making quick work of these defenders, but he gets C4'd off into oblivion. But the Goyo who got that kill is going to be refragged onto by Optica. That is Lancer, of course, with the man with the C4 who got that kill, and the man who got taken out. What a long pre-fire from the IQ's LMG. But that, of course, is going to give round 3 in favor of newcomers. But with that being said, we're going to be going into rehost nice and quickly because, of course, of the server lag. That is an admin rehost, and we'll be right back on the other side. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we are going to be stuck with me on while we wait for the rehost right here between, of course, rounds. As you know, we're of course having an admin rehost, so to speak, and that is because the servers are a little bit laggy today. Not really sure what's happening over at Ubisoft's end, but I'm sure it's a problem that will be fixed at the very least with a quick rehost. Of course, this means that neither teams are going to be losing their rehosts. They will still have their single rehost ticket as well going farther into the match, just in case that any of their team members happen to disconnect, or say somebody is affected with a sound bug, which forces them into a rehost. With that being said, of course, the round score that we saw right before the lag spike happened, it was 2-1 in favor of Z-Sabers on the defense. And as Foxy was talking about in between rounds right there, between rounds 1 and 2, Z-Sabers on the defense, Z-Sabers on the attack, excuse me, are absolutely amazing. They are a formidable foe And newcomers definitely need to get more rounds on board for themselves, especially on coastline, where having a good attack is definitely going to help. We did see Demon's Force, I believe it was, back in Season 2, when it came to coastline, absolutely demolishing teams. Excuse me. Absolutely demolishing teams on attack, then going into defense and just sort of rounding things out, cleaning up, and finishing the match nice and quickly with like 7-2s and 7-3s. And Quantum G1, currently Union Gaming, the same roster, of course, were the same ones to do. They did a similar thing as well on Coastline. So Coastline is one of those maps that definitely is favored towards a good attack, if you will. But if your defensive strategies are up to scratch, then defense can also win. Again, it's all about winning gunfights and having, the superiority when it comes to winning those gunfights. Picking and choosing your gunfights is important in Coastline, and that is why Zoo Sabres, when they go to the attack, will be looking to do exactly that. Right now, newcomers, they need their rounds in. If they don't get their rounds in, they will not, unfortunately, have a good time when they switch things around. And also in that last round, we did see Lord Bane, the Lord Bane that we know in the first 2 rounds, he didn't really get to do a whole lot. But then in this last round on second floor penthouse, Lord Bane came absolutely prepared. He blitzed in up the white stairs. He got a kill below as well onto the pulse and then just ran up, got a double in fact. Unfortunately, he got C4, so we didn't get to see him finish off the round. But Lancer, who was the goer in that situation, didn't really have a whole lot to do. He did C4-1, but there were 4 more attackers left, and that, of course, left him in a situation where, again, there wasn't really a whole lot to do there, as he was taken off the board by a very, very long pre-fire from the IQ's G8A1 LMG. With that being said, this match, of course, is currently standing on a 2-1 scoreline, which... again, early game scorelines like 2-1, 1-0, even 3-0s aren't exactly an indicator, a proper indicator of things to come. Unless, of course, the team that is leading is in a position to continue leading with round after round. There's no real indicator here that Zoo Sabres might absolutely walk over the side of newcomers right there. And again, there's no real indicator that newcomers might not make a comeback. They might not, come back and completely demolish Zoo Sabres. Again, these are possibilities that could happen. And as a caster, it's sort of my job to talk about possibilities as well as what's going on in the round, to have that air of intrigue around the game so as to make sure everybody knows what's going on, everybody's caught up, and everybody is... They have the same level of intrigue at the very least as I do when watching this game. Of course, this is not the only game that we have for tonight. We do have one more game that's bound to be pretty exciting as well, and that is Vector Sports versus Phoenix. It's going to happen after this game, of course. As soon as we're back from the Rios, we will be continuing with the match. And actually, now that, I just got the confirmation about it, Foxy, how do you think this match is going to go on from here?
That one round that Zoo Sabres happened to go on the side of Penthouse was definitely something that happened to be an advantage for the side of newcomers. They made sure that they got that advantage. Lord Bane, though, playing that to perfection, he made sure that he went downstairs, got the pulse of the board. That means no more C4 plays. All he had to do was keep things alive on the top floor. He did exactly that. But let's not waste any more time and let the audience have their own judgment taking game, and we'll be going right into that right now. Round 4 will be underway. We'll be picking up from 1 to 2 from where we left off. And looks like Zoo Sabres wants to go back to kitchen once again. That is the first side that they happen to be on. That just makes things all the while more easier. It just gives them more room to work with. Yeah, I mean, you won there. Why wouldn't you want to go over there back then? But Lord Bane, picking up that double kill there, very very influential. More importantly, it was Lord Bane just trying to get that one single frag. I believe that was the bandit that was peeking him, but he just got a free kill on the way. It was just a buy one get one free offer for the man as he was walking up white stairs. Just a normal day for Lord Bane. That's how it works, I guess. We'll be seeing ourselves head into the match now. Round 4, like I said, will be underway. But something that newcomers will have to convert on right now is the advantage that they stand out. They've got to convert the attacking rounds. They don't happen to convert the attacking rounds. They go back and they're going to start off on a back foot when the road swap happens because Zeus Sabers are amazing with their attack. And especially on a map like Coastline, they have known to defeat teams like Vector Sports. That's right, people. Vector Sports has taken the fall against Zeus Sabers on Coastline. That did happen on an offline match, so that means just a little bit of information for you guys to to happen touch in terms of how Zeus Saber likes to play a particular map. But that being said, proceeding here once again, Invalid will be bringing out the pulse very interestingly. And now that I think about it, Blackjack, don't you think it was Zeus Sabers themselves yesterday as well when Penthouse came in as a side pick? I believe that was. I don't know. It was a really nice strategy being employed by them. And well, let's see if that is going to be something that they'll be bringing out this time again. Not. Lord Bane has got a nice golden gun skin, in fact. And some pre-fires are coming in from him, but there's the Jaeger he's got to be worried about. That's Raven, in fact. Trying to exchange some shots here, but none of them are connecting, in fact. Still be seeing Lord Bane going with the prone pick quite interestingly. He's done that before. And in case he wants to establish his control over on the side of Sunrise, that is something that he'll want to do again. He'll be holding this. He does hear the Jackal has moved away. That means got all the while more work to work with. Adam will be the one watching this doorway entrance. And they can nothing to convert as of now, but I think Invalid has found somebody in his cardiac sensor, somebody's heartbeat. That is, I don't think so. Maybe that is the Nomad who's made her way up top. Looks like the Jackal will be facing some heat with the Jaeger any moment now. He's got so much to worry about, more importantly. Oh, the Zofia looks away at the wrong time. That could have been a conversion, a potential conversion for him. But Lord Bane is just going to fall back on the side of Courtyard. Oh, this drop could be fatal for him. There's so many angles that he's got to watch out for. Oh no, he's going to get that headshot. Look at that play from Lord Bane. He's going to claim the life of Invalid. Still got to get himself... there we go. I was about to talk about the cover, but it looks like that is not enough. There's another defender coming up on him, and yes, he will. The Legion will be quick to get the refrag. Nicoristo stands up for his team. Lancer, oh, with the smoke, very daring to go for the flank. In fact, SMG 11 is going to come up against Nomad, and it's going to win because AMS, he was looking his way. And that's a nice kill on board for the side of Lancer. He's got himself some bullet holes to peek the hallway, at least as of now. Optica will be the one, or that is Adam, in fact, engaging in it. Meanwhile, Salty Satish finds a frag onto Ataban. I'm not sure where that came out from, but the bandit is now off the board. We'll be seeing Adam hold on the flank. That is, Optica is going for the drone work. He's the man who's going to be planting. Oh no, that's a little off. There you go, Optica. Man will be sticking the plan, at least as of now, and the gun should come in because there's no denial from the side of the defense, and the gun will come in. Oh boy, it does come alive for the side of Raven. As his name says, ET Raven. And meanwhile, he's going to get dropped as well, and Zeus Sabers walk away with round 4. And what a round this has been. It does put them on a rather monster advantage against the side of the attackers. Now 1-3 is the scoreline as we proceed to round 5.
Round 5 is on the board, and 3-1 is the scoreline for Zeus Sabers. They have definitely come to play in these first 4 rounds right now, and they are, for that matter, bringing in the rounds on board for themselves. Again, as I said before, as Foxy said before, it is very imperative for the side of newcomers right now to get their rounds in on attack, because against Zeus Sabers, they will be facing incredible amounts of pressure when Zeddy goes to the attack. Right now, Zeus Sabers winning the defensive round. All it's doing is sort of putting more and more nails in the coffin that newcomers are being put into right now. With that being said, round 5, we are going to be heading into, I believe that was the buck brought in from Salty Satish. Yes, it was. And we are back on a second floor Hookah, yet another site that Zeus Sabers won on previously pretty comfortably as well. And of course, as they've won this side, it's unlocked for them. Why not go for it? If they do win this side, then of course will be the question as to where do we go next? Because Penthouse didn't really work out for them, so they might want to go to, say, the Blue Bar Sunrise Bar? Question mark. There's a lot of things that could happen from that point onwards. As right now, of course, they're going to be focusing, on taking out drones and getting all of the necessary amounts of rotations, lines of sight, bullet holes, punch holes, just setting up their defense as much as possible. For a second there, I thought Nico started taking a bit of damage because I saw a couple of bullet traces behind him. I think I did anyway. And Legion, however, will be on full HP. He's going to be setting up 2 mines all over the place, unless he gets taken out early, of course. Doubt he will be. Nicorista has done pretty well to avoid getting taken out early for the most part, shall we say. And Raven in the meanwhile, once again in Sunrise Bar, he might be finding Lord Bane in a second now, the Jackal that is. Because I think Lord Bane is somewhat partial to this push, particularly the Sunrise push. If he encounters too much of a setback, or too much of a pushback that is, then he pulls away towards the other side of the building. But right now, Raven is going to be sitting here, black ice on the 416C, as all right, it looks like the side of Z-Sabers still have some setting up to do. Maybe, maybe not. No, they are all done, actually. Invalid with the Pulse is still here on main lobby, but Adam is going to find Raven in the meanwhile. That is the Jaeger of the board, but Nicorista gets taken off as well. Lord Bane's here with a kill onto that man. That is the Legion gone as well. So the late game push will not be as punishing for the side of newcomers as it otherwise would have been. I think that is the barbed wire on the cool vibe stairs that is being broken, and that was of course heard out by the smoke. But Edevan has 2 attackers right here to contend with, as Lance has found one. That's Lord Bane. That's a huge kill right there. The Jackal is off the board. The drones are in. Will they see the Bandit? Yes, they definitely did. Bandit's relocating right now, but he needs to focus on the attackers out there. There's 2, and will the call-out come in that the Bandit's close? No, Buck doesn't know, and he will lose that gunfight. Does the Nomad know that he's here? Yes, he does, and there we go. The shot comes in, and so does the kill. AMST will take down Edevan. The Bandit almost had a huge play right there. He did down the Buck, mind you. Salty Satish took a lot of damage, and he will be on 20 HP, which isn't exactly great, but it's a lot of damage regardless, as the Pulse that is invalid has found out the fact that there are 2 operators on the Aquarium balcony. Meanwhile, Lancer, he's going to win that fight against Optica. What a shot right there to connect. The shotgun comes in, but that is only for the drone that he was seeing. He's going to toss a canister, mask his current position. Invalid in the meanwhile, giving his friend intel from all of the heartbeats, and he's gonna cross the C4, and there we go. Salty Satish gets taken down as well. It's suddenly a 2v2, all from Lancer and Invalid as the Zophia's pushed up, but he gets taken out as well. The SMG-11 from the smoke is in, and Lancer with a triple kill has completely shut down the side of newcomers. It's all down to AMST to go for the plant, and he will. There's no push yet from the side of the defenders. No, he baits the plant, but he got out off of it, and now he's being shot at. He's taken down Lancer. It's a 1v1 right now. Will it be a clutch? Is it going to be the 2v4? Is it going to be the 1v2? Flashbangs coming out from AMST. He's trying to find where the Pulse is playing, but Pulse is very... Nope, he was patient. He goes for weak, drops back down, pistols out, but he will lose that! And Invalid is the one to win with the UMP in hand. And what a play from Zoosabers to keep the round in their favor and keep it alive. That was a clutch. I believe that was a 2 versus 4. And what a play from both the Pulse and the Smoke. Zoosabers, they get a round 5. 4-1 is the scoreline. We're on round 6, ladies and gentlemen. 1 round away from roll swap.
Oh boy. The defense definitely cutting that round close, but could have turned the other way in case AMST decided to get that clutch in. Obviously, there were so many factors that you cannot just happen to take your sweet time when the clock is ticking against you, and there's a defender out for your head. So you can only make otherwise more sense the fact that he could have gotten that clutch. I don't know. I would have loved to see the attacker side clutch, because newcomers are now lacking by a heavy disadvantage, and not only at a deficit. More than that, they advantage, mind you. And by that, I only mean to say is the fact that, once again, yep, I mean re-implying the fact that you don't want to fight against U-Sabers on a map that happens to be there. There's, like teams have home maps. Once again, yeah, there is a counter argument to that fact that newcomers also had some great experience in terms of how Coastline is played, general scale. But yeah, then again, we will see how the U-Sabers try to stand up against it, or newcomers rather. A nice shield coming in from the side of the defense over here. Look at that on the side of offices. They will be holding that. They've got the ADSs to help him as well. But easy Raven is going to drop down one of those. Lord Bane, though, is not having exactly a great time today. Even after the videos, he's got only 2 frags on board. That's not enough, or that's just not the Lord Bane we know. I believe maybe he's just crumbling down the pressure of higher expectations now. I know, still some classic brown child moments. We'll be seeing Lord Bane still waiting for some drone work done by his teammates, and Any moment now, he could go for the push if he wants to. Adam comes on with the drone that he's throwing to farther. Lord Bane will still be holding this. There's a possible mute coming up around that corner. Yes, he will and gets taken off. Lord Bane with the game sense is going to self with that frag. Really well played. The barricade will get opened up. Meanwhile, he's making sure that the entrance of his is secured. Doesn't want to completely open it. Meanwhile, Saudi Satish with the diffuser in hand. This is not great, Sledge. This might turn out to be fatal if you do not check your corners. But neither will answer. Adam is going to claim that kill as he gets hurt out, I believe. On the drone also. Some top floor control being established. Meanwhile, Lord Bane will be making his way on the side of the officers. Meanwhile, the top floor control is definitely something that they are trying to pull off. Lord Bane goes down. Nick the one make the man bite the dust. Raven very close to this flank, and yes, he's going to tag along the Nomad. But now the Nomad knows exactly where that he is playing. That's why he has to fall back. It's 3 versus 4, still in the favor of the attackers, but they are trying to pin down these defenders one by one on site with their vertical play that they've got for themselves. Drones are getting eaten away by Raven as he makes his way back to safe haven. And the C4 is going to amount to nothing because there's no conversion on that. No health lost either. The only denial that the side of the defense had is now gone as well. Lancer and Nataban, two very wrong operators to pick gunfights where they did not necessarily. And that is essentially mounted a nice comeback potential for the side of newcomers into getting this round. And we'll still be seeing Easy Raven hold on very close to side of Swana door while Nicarisa will be watching this long angle on towards that entrance as well. But he gets a little too aggressive. Alright, looks like Raven wants some of the spike and he won't be having any of it because he goes down. Nicarisa will have to watch this long angle. The push has already come in. Where's the Invalid? He's going to be on top, but does he notice the Sledge? Yes, he will, and he's going to win that fight as well. A really nice one, in fact. Igoristo has to go for the long rotate. A 3 versus 2, not in the favor of the defense. He's got to go for this white peak, but he's not going to connect that either. The plan has gone down. It's a post-match situation. There's somebody outside the couches. He's not going to notice that. He gets taken away. It's all under the pulse, but it won't be because the collector kill, the finisher, in fact, is going to be from Atom. And that's your Zofia taking out the pulse. Never mind. He does take him out eventually, though. That was the round. That was the round as he was making so many mistakes. Not realizing that you do not have to stay in a position that is so exposed. That is the mute. And then the smoke just straight up decided to go for a very ill-advised peak, mind you. That aggression was not necessarily on Sunrise. Have 3 canisters in your pocket. You might as well want to use them. But looks like they were just falling back on the comfortably factor, the fact that 4-2 is a scoreline where they can just move around, have that little bit of a flexibility to make such plays happen. But this time around, we'll be seeing round 7 go on the side of with the road swap obviously coming in. Newcomers will be playing defense, and let's see how that is going to be a little bit of a change for them. We did see Lancer come out with the Yana yesterday. He's going to play that again, and road swap gets all the while more exciting.
Absolutely, Rosop is going to be very exciting indeed from this point onwards, because now it is the fabled attack from Zeus Sabers, the one we've been busy hyping up so much for our viewers at home. And then now, of course, comes a little bit of thing that, if in a wild chance, say Zeus Sabers are not able to live up to the hype that we brought them up to, there would be some regrets. Nah, there really wouldn't be. We're just trying to help all of our viewers have fun in the game. And that's pretty much why we tried to hype up Zeus Sabers attack. And I'm pretty sure we will not have anything to eat our words on, because we have Lord Bane, however, on the early spawn peak. Wait, did he go out with the SMG-12? Yeah, very interesting indeed from Lord Bane. He's trying to find some wild headshots, going for these peaks right now. But so far, no bueno, as they say. And he's going to be on his cams. He knows what the IQ is. Will he go for this run out right here? He does. Will he find one? He sees... No, what? Lord Bane! No! How? How do you miss that? How do you miss that? Lord Bane, no! No! And he's still there. Invalid is still there. Oh, no. He's taking a bit of damage as well. That's from the Iana instead of Blue Bar. Oh, no. Oh, no. Newcomers are going to be looking back at this VOD, and they're going to realize this. Oh, boy. Oh, That was a play and a half, so to speak. But now we have AMST holding down on Cool Vibe stairs. He knows for a fact that there's somebody on the blue bar, so he's got to be careful of that. But there's some vertical lines of sight being made from below. Not sure who that is. That might be Raven on the Zofia, as Lord Bane has been healed up by Optic at the dock, who only has one stim left right now. Shots are being fired from 90 hallway. That could be Nicoristo. That is the Nomad right now. And more shots being fired, but Raven is going to be the one to find Lord Bane. There goes the visual right there. And again, a huge kill for the side of newcomers. There's the Nomad inside of VIP right now, who will be looking to make some plays. The dock has been found out by the drone. The Ash comes in, but there is the smoke to refrag right there. And Adam is going to find Edaben. The Ash is down, but it's a 3 versus 4 right now. Newcomer's not in a great position. The Legion has to fall back, but there is the IQ on the big window right next to him. Is he aware of this rappel coming out from the side of his U-Sabers right now? Raven, in the meanwhile, has hopped his way towards the balcony. Actually, there's 3 attackers converging towards the aquarium balcony. One from luggage, one from the balcony itself, and I believe there was somebody below as well. There's the peak coming in, and Nicoris will lead a lot of damage from Salty Satish, who is aware that there might be a push coming in from 90 as well. Shots are being fired in his general direction. Impact comes out. Will he find anybody? No, not quite. The Pokeballs are not coming out for him. And the Zofia, oh, the wall being eaten away by those bullets, will give the Zofia a second one. AMST gets downed as well by Raven, meaning it's all down to Adam. As the push is coming in, the plant is happening as well. Nicoris is going to be going for it. The Jaeger can still be driving. No, he can't. Lancer gets that kill. Will he get another one? No, he won't. Adam, excuse me, is the one with the SMG-11. He gets one, but he's got to get a few more. Whoa! What a connect onto Easy Raven right there. He's got 2 more attackers to burn through. There's a repel, but no. The peak is what gives him away, and Invalid is quick on the trigger to get that kill. And Zeo Sabers on post-roll swap on attack will be winning round 7 on second floor hookah. Their lead grows ever stronger, and it is now 5-2 in their favor going into round 8.
I actually would love to see Sabres have a flawless attack round because, I mean, attack side. Definitely, no disrespect over there to newcomers because it's just the fact that Zeus Sabres happens to be amazing on attack on coastline. I've seen them do that before, and I would not be surprised to see them pull that off again. Very honestly, that is just how Zeus Sabres loves to play. Let's see. But at that miss on the IQ though, Invalid outside the blue bar window, it could have been a conversion for the Vigil. Just did not see them do that. Let's see going ahead in this match if there are any more blind spot moments for the side of Lord Bane. Definitely a fragger of that potential could not just you cannot just miss such stuff. Come on Lord Bane. Gotta wake up. Lord Bane this time is not having a great day. 3-2-4 is not exactly what he was expecting, I believe. It is obviously with the Rios in play, but hey, the Rios happened at round 3. We've had We've had 5 more runs after that, and look at the scorecard. Raven, Lancer, Invalid, everybody doing almost equal amount of work, 4-6-4 in their account. Nigeriso and Ataban a little bit low. Ataban has not really found some, I would say, some opportunities to make some plays happen, I believe. Ataban, obviously, the man with, he kind of has a little bit of a shaky gameplay. I'm going to have to give him that. It is definitely, you know, a little epileptic to look at, but yeah, let's see. Invalid already lose a little bit of HP. I believe that was from friendly fire, not from anything else. Nigeriso making sure that, looks like Lord B has already picked up a fight on the side of Sunrise. Meanwhile, Raven happens to lose a little bit of HP as well. I'm not sure where all of this is happening. How are they able to lose so much HP? Lord Bane, meanwhile, finds Ataban. I shouldn't have gotten away from his scam. A nice frag onto the Hibana. In fact, the Doc is going to have to move back. He's got the stim pistol still, 2 of them, I believe. Back pocket, he could heal his fellow teammates back up as well. But looks like there's a rush plant into play from their side, from the attackers. Yes, that is, I believe, coming into the smoke and the fireballs. Some of that Jaeger's pre-fire is definitely going to have to push them off, but Lancer is already pushed in. He's going to find Atom. There's a pistol in hand. Does he connect? Yes, he will. Oh boy, Lancer with the plays already onto site. AMST is the man who's playing very close to that bomb. He might spot Lancer. No, he won't. He's going to lose that as well. What? Lancer is cutting through the side of the defense right now. The Yana, mind you. The plant is still not gone down. The proximity alarm is what is giving away the location of Nigeristo is planting, but the The hallway watch from Invalid is in play as well. Optica is going to go for this long run up from top. Penthouse is not going to find anybody. He's going to lose that gunfight. That was so important and very crucial. But meanwhile, Lord Bane, he cannot clutch either. Zeus Sabers will take this to match point. Wait a minute. Is that GG's? No, there's... Yeah, there we go. There we go. We will be going to match point. Yep, that is indeed. 6-4 is 6-2 is indeed the scoreline, and we'll be going to round 9 as match point is on the favor of Zeus Sabers.
Well, Adam certainly seems to be in a bit of a rush right there, dropping the GG when, of course, their team has only are yet to face, of course, the match point round. And it was a good attempt from the side of newcomers, but unfortunately, they were not able to win Kitchen out. They're going to be going back there, of course. They nearly had it, but again, nearly doesn't really count for anything when it comes to the statistics post-game. Invalid go for the 6-pick out of the IQ into the sledge, and we'll be moving into round 9. What a quick game indeed from the side of Zeus Sabers. This is what we were talking about. 4 rounds in their favor, going into roll swap from defense and in attack. They have won 2 back-to-back with a fairly good level of comfortability, might I add. You know, they weren't particularly challenged, shall we say, although that last round definitely came down to the way the Iana played, a Lancer that is, inside of sight. Just ran in when he saw the fact that everybody inside the site, the defenders, were giving the planter a bit of a hard time. He said, you know what, I'm jumping in there and I'm getting everybody. And that he did, even winning the eventual fight against Lord Bane, who ended up being the last man standing. But that being said, of course, round 9 is currently the situation, and it should be very exciting to see where this match evolves from here. Are Zeus Sabers going to be able to win this out, finish this off nice and quickly, or are newcomers going to be able to keep themselves alive by winning a few rounds and maybe, hopefully for them, of course, push for the match point, overtime situation, not match point. If they manage to equalize with Zeus Sabers, they will go into overtime 6-6. Lord Bane once again has taken a bit of damage right here inside of Sunrise Bar. The man likes to hold this as much as he likes to push this. Sunrise is pretty much his home roof, I guess you could call it, for the man in the dock, playing the dock right now. He's just on the hallway, watching that door very intently, but there's no push happening there, as there's only one Nomad that is, of course, was repelling on the penthouse big window. Meanwhile, Lancer sees it. He was using a drone by himself, of course. He's gonna see the... Well, why is he gonna... No, he went... What? How? No way. Lancer still wins that gunfight, and with relatively high amount of health in his health pool. Man, this man has been absolutely fantastic today. 11-3-3 so far to him. Oh boy, he has done quite the business. And of course, post rehost, the first 3 rounds had to be rehosted because of the lag situation in the server. And even after that, Lancer has done a great job today. Nigeristo, he's gonna drone out the white stairs areas. The Invalid, the sledge is also up here on the 2nd floor hallway. And there we go. The pings come in as the fact that there's somebody down there below the white stairs. Meanwhile, Adam is sitting inside the bathroom, Salty Satish in a side. That is Lord Bane inside of the 1st floor main lobby right now. The hatch has been broken in front of him. Will he be peeked by the hatch? Will he be peeked from the stairs? The stairs peek. Oh, Nigarisa comes in with a kill onto Adam in the meanwhile. That's a pretty big one. As vertical lens side are being established from the side of the attackers right now. They are intent upon winning this. As there's another one, Easy Raven's gonna find AMST. It's all done to Salty Station. Lord Bane. Salty Station finds one. That's Edaban of the board. The Ash is down, but that's just one. That's sending out a hologram. Lord Bane has given away his position. The drop comes in, and the dock will go down as well. It's all done to the last defender standing, and that is Salty Satish inside his sight. As the GGC get dropped in chat. There we go. Nicarista will find Salty Satish as well. And that is going to be the finisher, ladies and gentlemen. On to the match on Coastline. Zeus Sabers, this is what we were talking about. Absolutely fantastic. 7-2. Finishing up their matches on the final day of Division 2. What a match from them. And well played indeed. A dominant performance to finish things off. And that is going to end things on the first match right here of the second match right here on the Last day of Division 2. Again, it feels weird to say last day of Division 2, but of course, somebody's got to say it, as we will be moving it to a little bit of a short break, and we will be right back with the match between Vector Sports and Phoenix very, very shortly. Stay tuned.
Like that. Alright, the goal will start off a kill. Skip, that's the ash of the board. Water will be meeting and crossing parts along with the wall. But look at that. The bandit is here watching that, trying to peek on rather. Dark side is here to get that refrag in, but that's not enough to equalize the man count. I've got to be very careful from the peak from the surface. And we got goes down to pick that shot. Get a shot somehow onto the attacker, and then read from Yakova is here. The bandit. Oh boy! Strong pick, yes he will. Does he find anybody? No, he wants a free fight and he's going to fall back. He's not going to connect the second shot as well. The ball goes both of them and he's going to get him away. So, I think he's making his way back up unless T-Boy once again he comes up. Money goes down, but the refrag is here right back in from Spidey. And that's a double kill so far for the Himana so in this round. And he's got himself a nice ass shot to help him walk into the soft crease, but the allies have to beat them on the motto. They're not actually going to care about it. Spidey Time just straight up walking in, but Oxy's going to lose that fight at the end. It's all under Spidey Time. Spidey Time gets a triple kill for himself. Can he get two more? He gets one. Almost a full kill. Does he get the even the real question? Spidey Time so far he's getting all the kills on the board for this team. He needs 5 seconds and a frag. Does he find the yellow? He doesn't know where she's playing. She gets her out. Whoa! He is the end. Spidey Time. Oh my God.
Went for a peek, wasn't able to find anybody. Instead, a drone saw him as he's gonna go for the vertical angle, but no, Dip Jones just too good. And Skeefy is gonna go down. That is unfortunately how proceedings are gonna happen, and it's a hack shot onto blue and a rush towards side from the side of Valiance. Archangel spots Christoph. Duckset goes down as well. It's all down to Warhead to do anything about this. Will he be able to? No, he's actually downed and taken out, as it's all down to Angry Bot to do something about this. Time required for the counter defuse. Angry Bot, of course, giving enough time for his team to confer, but he's going to go down to the ad.
That's really strong. You've got something on your hands. Etiban is going to make his way inside the map and get a quick frag onto the player playing on 90. He's going to spot the Valk and he's going to get another shot. Lancer's going to go down in the process, and Etiban's going to get 2 as the C4 comes out from the side of Stoneheart. That's going to get Lancer and Invalid off the board, as Etiban is sitting inside and he's going to get Stoneheart as well. This guy's just walking in. He's
hopefully from the rotation from the diffuser the defender's trying to make, and Nani on the other hand will eventually take out Roskill. Raksan will be there to take out Tusker, eventually getting an axis here, but Nani on the meanwhile gets a quarter kill. He just needs one more kill for the ace, and there you have it, boys. Virtual 5 Esports with Nani making an ace and quite making an entry frag as well as a good place there.
Gone down, as Athar was not going to be paying attention, as it's all down to their Tamar in a 1v3 to clutch this out. So he has some time on his side. He has some calls from his drones, I believe, as he is going to go for the repel. His call has been, his position is known. Dhanu is going to be there. He's not going to be able to contest that. Melo is also going to peek him, who's going to lose his life, as Diffuse is going down from Raksan, but no Death Hammer is going to be there to take him out. So
but nope, 6-9 goes down. That's the sledge, and that is another huge kill. A lot of more utility that has just been taken out from Never Diamonds' arsenal. Yeager's gonna find another one somehow. He's still alive inside of Cigar Lounge. Cobra doing so much damage for his team. He's gonna go for the jump out. Will he find one more? No, he won't. And he will be cleaned up onto by Mojo, but there's another one, and the Doc gets taken out by Mojo as well. Mike cleans up onto one, but the Bang 9 comes out, and that is a quick double kill from Veneno, as looks like level 0. All they wanted to do was jump out.
Sparko meanwhile gets caught up by Hasib. That's the Jaeger once again. Coming back alive. He's gonna spot the Nomad. Look at that shot from Hasib. What are you doing? The Jaeger gets that frag. What an amazing run out from Hasib, and the Jaeger is gonna convert that in fact influential for Mercedes so far. But at this pace, he's got to get spotted out. He's going to get a frag. That's one kill. He's going to get find another. Yes, he will. And a one tap. Hasib with the clutch comes in. 4 frags and a quad kill clutch from the man. I'm not sure. Oh boy, EX7 coming with the big, and he's going to claim the life of MI7. It's all out of Ninja Free in a 1 versus 2. He's going to find the Mozzie and he's got to find the whack. Everybody will be solo at HP. He can even make this happen if he wants to. But the real question is, will he be able to do that or not? He has some cover for himself. Will be attempting the plan. He'll be sticking it apparently. Oh, he's going to find the Valkyrie. He doesn't know where the Mozzie is playing. He's going to reattempt the plan, but this is going to be a bait plan most possibly. Oh, the P comes in and Ninja Freak comes in with the 1 versus 2 clutch from the side of Mercenaries.
A bit of damage as well as he was going to be coming out. Poseidon has taken 1. Beat took another one actually. Make that a 2v2 right now. Make that a 1v2. It's all of a sudden down to Hasib, the castle. But do they get the plant up? Yes, they do. Beat is going for it, but he will be denied. Hasib with the play in the strategic position that he was in is going to deny the Thermite from going for the plant.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power, experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Versus 2 for that matter. The drive has come in for Kingfish. Danu is going to be holding down here while Mello is going to get 2 for him. All right for himself as Mello with the Alda, not stopping. He's gonna get 3. Mellow, what are you doing? He's gonna get Enigma with a quick headshot. It all comes down to Kingfish and Mellow with the 4K.
Well then.
Whoa, all right, Maestro. Alrighty then. Mellow, not stopping. Totally not Mellow here. Ooh, goes to that doorway. Heartless. He's gonna take out the Maestro Cam. Easy peasy for him, but the push comes in, but he's gonna get caught out. Ash is here to try, and alright, the plan is already gonna go down. Beat up with the plan on the reinforcement that Ash now. That is gonna be the Thatcher. He knows he's got a really good line of sight. He's on the rapid game. He gets Ethan. Still got 2 more defenders to cut through. Defense, got to make sure they play this right. Ash on the triple kill. Does he get the quad? Onto the bandit, that is Baba Yaga. Has got to play this right. He's got to get the Rappler. Where's the Rappler game? It's going to be a little too far off, and that is that 0.8. Go to match point.
With the double for himself, as it is all down to Macho Enigma on the Evil Eyes and the Alda. He knows something's pretty small office, and he's got to try and make this really happen for his team. He sees he can stop. The Alda will win. That's the first kill for him. In a 1v2 situation now, as the plant is finally going down. He's going to focus on Blackbeard, but he has to focus on the plant, and he will be doing that. But and he downs him. The diffuser is down, and it is all down to Blackbeard ready to play against the Macho with the Alda. He's going to cross over to try and go for the React. No, he just has a diffuser, but he's going to peek, and he'll be taken up by Enigma, who gets the 1v3 clutch for Zilla Sports right here. What a play from the Maisha with the Evil Eye downing the Hibana on the plant.
So many drones are getting dispatched and a few pre-fires come in as well. But he's going to lose that fight to Killen and a really swift take. He's actually holding down to this very shot as well over here, and she's going to get dispatched as that is a Zofia. The double kill so far. And so many flashbangs being caught out by the Magnet. And look at that peek from Killen. He's going to punish Royce for a very little speed. Killen is going to get one. He's going to get the quad kill for himself. Killen, what are you doing? He gets the ace. What a way to start off this match here. Hartford Esports. What a play from Killen here. He's going to drop bodies left, right, and center as he secures the first round for Hartford Esports. Seeing Sam trying to maneuver himself back while Vinci is going to get himself a frag on the SMG 11. The C4 goes out. That claims a life, but Dopop is going to refrag onto Vinci. It's a 1 versus now. Dopop is very low on HP. He knows he's got to make this clutch happen. He pushes in and he loses that fight. Oh boy, Nevin Ivans are finally going to go to match point.
There to provide support to his teammate. C4 also misses. The diffuser has already been planted. Diffuser being planted. 20 seconds left. Will immediately take out Hexes. Will he finds the third? He doesn't. Thermite will eventually go for the refrag. We still see Goyo taking out Thatcher. And now it's just all down to Crown the Clown with just 5 HP remaining. Prone from the Goyo. Immediately finds the head of Pulse. But Goyo will be there to immediately capitalize it. But he still has a lot of time. Does he have it? Does he? Open Esports. Side and quickly this point can go in the favor of level 0 Esports because Jittery and Daggerfist are the only 2 players from Team Quantum G1. Will they be able to find a miracle down here for Team Level 0 Esports, stating that this site is from the reading room. IQ hoping to get for the pre-fire, and Jittery will immediately get the headshot from Slayer, and he'll immediately get Envy and gets a double kill. Jittery on fire. Are you kidding me, Jittery? Another kill taking out Veneno, and still it's all down. Like it's equalized. Both of them has the same player. It's just Mighty, Sexy K, and Daggerfist and Jittery to close this one out. He doesn't even see Daggerfist and immediately gets a kill on Mighty. What is going on? It's all down to Sexy K. I just can't believe. I really can't believe Mighty did not even see Goyo. Jittery with the final kill, immediately taking out Sexy K as they will finally get the win on round 5. And that too, it is a 4K on Jittery and a misplay from Team Level 0 Esports.
This is of course one of the key positions that a Blackbeard can hold. And there we go, the ink candelas are being thrown in, the smokes are going out, but no! It's gonna be denied instantly from Aniket, who's gonna get Skipper and Rips right here. The Echo is absolutely insane. As he shut down 2, he's gonna get a 3rd, and that is a triple kill for the man himself. The plant is still going down, mind you. Storm on the capital will be able to get it off, and he's gonna be teamed alone. No, Beaver! He's gonna end up taking out the planter himself, as it is all down to Beaver to try and redeem himself in a 1v3 situation. He's got the... Oh, he gets the hammer out! but no, to no avail. Aniket's gonna get a quad for himself, and the counter defense to go off. On the main door, who's still turning, but no, Slayer doesn't know that there's one on main stairs. He can be taken out, but the reflect comes in from Hyperdition. He's gonna finish with the C4, and that is Mighty off the board. Excuse me, Mighty taking Hyperdition off the board. As more shots are fired, Mighty takes a few shots, but no, he connects right there onto shot. There's one more in bar, one more pushing the side door. Is he gonna find the one in bar? He does! That's a triple kill for the Bandit. True is off the board, and Phoenix trying to take a Bandit out is unfortunately gonna be facing a 4 versus 2. Massive disadvantage, and oh no, the Thermite could be taken out in a second. No, Bandit goes the wrong way. Thermite tries to pre-fire, but no, he'll be taken out as well. Mighty with the run out, getting the kills for his team. As Rax is gonna find Deathhammer, that's a big kill right there. The buck is off the board. And that's one aspect of the vertical gameplay, and run clear removed from the side of TEC Esports. In the meanwhile, Hibana's opened up a little line of sight, I think, on the wall and freeze. And Rax is going to connect that shot onto a third, and that's another one down. That's the Hibana off the board, just as I speak about her. He's going to make his way towards bar. He knows there's going to be people in cigar shop. He's going to find another. Will he find the fourth? He's going to light him up quite a bit. And that is, of course, Kajit, I believe. Yep, he is. He goes down as his official peak any second now. But no, the ace is going to be denied to the Jaeger. He's only going to have to settle for a quad to just deploy as the Jackal will be going down as well. That's another big kill right there from Tsushima Senpai himself. Is on the second floor as Medj is going to go down as well. The kill should be confirmed in second now as the band is coming around the breach on the office wall facing Yellow Stairs Landing. There we go. Oh, he's just going to play around for a bit. The kill is confirmed finally, as it's a 5v2 for Union Gaming to try and play instead. And Jason has to be very careful of the Legion playing on the Dragon Stairs. Thermite knows that there's somebody there. But no, Senpai is going to get that kill. And he's going to get another one. And Tsushima, good. That is, what, a 4K for him in this last round. And, no. Oh, look at that shot onto the column right there. What a play from Tsushima Go, bringing himself back from the slightly less than stellar early game that he had back in the early rounds of this match. And your winners on Team Park are, of course, Esports.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with ACT Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I am your host, Blackjack, and joining me, of course, is my co-host, Hamilton Foxy, as we are here for the last game of the last day of Division 2. It is... of course, in Season 3, we're not done with Division 2. We're not done with the league at all. We are just beginning to finish up Season 3. This is Division 2, the first Division 2 finish up, and then there'll be Division 1 and 3 respectively to go. We are going to be on consulate between Phoenix and Vector Sports, and, speaking of Vector Sports, that is, we managed to catch up with Beaver earlier today, and had a little bit of an interview with them. So, Foxy, roll that interview.
Everybody, welcome back to the WWE Black the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I'm joined with Beaver here today from Vector Sports for a very special interview. Beaver, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Foxy. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine as well. So a lot of energy I see in you right now, as Vector Sports has been amazing so far, Division 2. So how has the journey been? Since Season 1 you guys have been here, and it's been a little bit of a to and fro season. Division 1, Division 2. Looks like this time around, with the finale week coming up, in fact, do you think we'll be seeing you go to Division 1?
Yeah, so we started off pretty strong in Division 1, but Division 2, sorry, when we started out. And then as soon as we got into Division 1, there were some issues that we had to work through, and there were some internal problems, like personal problems with people. So we performed pretty bad in Division 1. But and after that, people needed some time off, so we thought maybe. So there were a lot of players that have been asking us that they wanted to play comp and they wanted to experience what comp feels like. So some of our players needed a break, and we talked to a few people. We got some new players in to play with in the this division, and it's been pretty well. We've been having a lot of fun this division, because it's not the Vector you see. We're just trying new stuff, doing new things every map. So it's a little fresh for us too, and it's been pretty fun. And as for the coming standings, I think we can make it to Division 1 back. And then
definitely.
We can,
I'm sure all the Vector Sports fans must be rooting for you to go back to Division 1 as well. I myself, in fact, I was waiting, on a personal note, that Vector Sports happens to make it to Division 1. That out of the way, how has your journey been, as Beaver in the 3 seasons of the league that you've played so far?
It's been fun. I'm pretty new to the comp scene as well. A lot of players, and it's actually been a year since I joined Vector Sports. I joined them in May last year, and in a year I've already done so much that I never thought I could. And it's just these guys, they're just so experienced, and you get to learn so much from these guys. They've been here since the beginning, and it's just a great experience for me to be playing with them and learning from them.
That's good. In fact, always that learning, I would say, capacity of a player does happen to decide how amazing he becomes. Something I believe myself. That out of the way, what any messages that you want to give away to your fans and your supporters?
Nothing really. The fans have just been crazy. The supporters, everywhere we go, we see OGs, Vectors, even though people still call us boomers. But yeah, we still just the amount of love and support people have for Vector is just astonishing. We get it every time. You guys post on your socials, we get DMs on Instagram and stuff. Can't wait to see your game. Let's see what you do today and all that. So it's been pretty fun, and it's been pretty crazy.
That's nice. That's good to hear. So all the best, Beaver, with all the matches coming up your way. And I'll be very excited to cast them personally. And that is it. Let's take ourselves back to the games.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, that was the interview with Beaver from Vector Sports. Quite the insight right there into how they have been playing this season, trying out new things apparently, and just taking it nice and chill. And of course, some good words from Beaver, the man himself, about the 3 seasons we've had of the WWE Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. With that being said, we are already here on a Consulate in the ban phase, and the first operator to be banned is going to be the Nomad. No surprises there, really. We've seen a lot of Nomad bans, and Hypertouch will immediately drop the F in chat as well, as the second ban is going to be from the side of Phoenix. Of course, as the timer ticks down, it is the Thatcher of the board. Nice and quickly, as apparently El Noob is talking about having a bit of a ping issue right there. Well, we'll be keeping an eye on that, of course, if required. Oh boy. Oh boy. 650. I did not notice that the first time we had the tab up. That is quite high indeed, as the third ban from the side of Phoenix is going to be the Mira as well. Fairly standard bans when it comes to Consulate, but Foxy, how do you think this match is about to go down? Nope, never mind. Foxy apparently is a little busy fixing a little something. As saying, I think we saw the call for it. Wait a minute. What? That is a very interesting ban indeed. That is the Oryx ban. All right, a very interesting ban, as oh, there we go. El Noob has left the lobby, and the Fs will be there in the chat. Looks like we're going to be going into Rehos right after the ban phase. Yep, there we go. Rehos from the side of Vector Sports to get their man back into the lobby. That is, yep, there we go. Confirmation from Saiyan. We are going to be going into a rehost indeed. So we do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back from the rehost with the game in proper. Stay tuned.
Everybody, welcome back to the WWE Black Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear Association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm joined with Beaver here today from Vector Sports for a very special interview. Beaver, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Foxy. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine as well. So, a lot of energy I see in you right now, as Vector Sports has been amazing so far, Division 2. So how has the journey been? You know, since Season 1 you guys have been here, and it's been a little bit of a to and fro season. Division 1, Division 2. Looks like this time around with the finale week coming up, in fact, do you think we'll be seeing you go to Division 1?
Yeah, so we started off pretty strong in Division 1, but Division 2, sorry, when we started out. And then as soon as we got into Division 1, there were some issues that we had to work through, and there were some internal problems, like personal problems with people. So we performed like pretty bad in Division 1. But and after that, like, people needed some time off, so we thought like maybe, so there were a lot of players that have been asking us that they wanted to play comp and they wanted to experience what comp feels like. So some of our players needed a break, and we talked to a few people. We got some new players in to play with in the this division, and it's been pretty well. Like, we've been having a lot of fun this division, because it's not the Vector you see. Like, we're just trying new stuff, doing new things every map. So it's a little fresh for us too, and it's been pretty fun. And as per the coming standings, I think we can make it to Division 1 back. And then
definitely.
we can,
I'm sure all the Vector Sports fans must be rooting for you to go back to Division 1 as well. I myself, in fact, I was waiting, on a personal note, that Vector Sports happens to make it to Division 1. That out of the way, how has your journey been, as Beaver in the 3 seasons of the league that you've played so far?
It's been fun. I am pretty new to the comp scene as well. Like, a lot of players, actually been like a year since I joined Vector Sports. Like I joined them in May last year, and in a year I've already done so much that I never thought I could. And it's just these guys are just they're just so experienced, and like you get to learn so much from these guys. They've been here since the beginning, and it's just a great experience for me to be playing with them and learning from them.
That's good. In fact, always that learning, I would say, capacity of a player does happen to decide how amazing he becomes. You know, something I believe myself. That out of the way, what any messages that you want to give away to your fans and your supporters?
Nothing really. The fans have just been crazy. Like the supporters, like everywhere we go, we see OGs, Vectors, even though people still call us boomers. But yeah, we still like just the amount of love and support people have for Vector is just astonishing. Like we get every time like you guys post on your socials, we get like DMs on Instagram and stuff like can't wait to see your game. Let's see what you do today and all that. So it's been pretty fun and it's been pretty crazy.
That's nice. That's good to hear. So all the best, Beaver, with all the matches coming up your way. And I'm very excited to cast them personally. And that is it. Let's take us ourselves back to the games.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the rehost with the match, hopefully in proper, as excuse me, Phoenix, I almost said Frankfurt Esports right there, and Vector Sports are in. Of course, Phoenix is Frankfurt Esports right now. You can see the SF tag on them, but the name change is yet to come in, as we are going to be in the match. Round one is going to happen very quickly on Consulate, but we have, of course, to introduce both of these teams right here. We've got Hypertissue, Stoneheart, Z Panda, Nyx, and True from the side of Phoenix, and from the side of Beaver, from the side of Vector Sports, we have Beaver, Saiyan, Dr. Godex, Smokey, and El Noob. Round one is going to be in play. Oh yeah. I can't hear the in-game volume. I thought that was maybe the Discord stream bugging out, but I could hear you open up the menu, Foxy. So I'm not sure what's happened there. But that being said, of course, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you, Foxy. You are
All right.
loud and clear. So
Why is my in-game not working? All right, looks
Next
like
is
it's a
definitely-
weird bug, I believe.
Mhm.
It happened to be on the last round of the previous match as well. Let's hope it gets fixed, or else we'll go into another rehearse once this round is done. I'll let the teams know
Rip.
that as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. As we are here on a second floor console, the very standard defensive side that is usually picked. But Dr. Godex, of course, the man is playing the Cavera. That is something I wanted to call out. But oh, there you go. You can hear the sound of cameras being switched, though. So this is an interesting bug. And there we go. El Noob's ability, that's visual right here. His ability being activated is also going to make a sound. Speaking of El Noob, of course, he's sitting on yellow stairs right now. He knows for a fact that there's a couple of operators right out there, and the sledge in the meanwhile might just break the door. Will he? No, he's going to go for the rappel. Instead, there's an Ash droning next to him as well, and Chu throws the drone above on the yellow stairs window, excuse me. Hypergy might just be rappelling down to the window of yellow stairs. No, he's going to hold the Skylar for the time being, as the diffuser is going to be traded to Stoneheart. And again, just the drones coming in, but flashbangs are now coming in on a yellow stairs, as well as the push from here might just be happening from the side of Phoenix right now. One of the windows of the double window inside of console has been broken, as well as the bathroom window from the side of Phoenix. A C4 is being prepared by Saiyan. He knows that there's someone close to him. He hears the rappel. He's going to throw it. He throws the C4. The backup does come in. No, the shots come in instead. And the C4 has been destroyed instead of avoided. What a play right there as the Ash has become a fight. I believe that could be the visual on the yellow stairs area. That may just be, but the sledge rappelling on the yellow stairs window might have something to say about that. There we go. Sound is back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with sound. I can hear it nice and proper, and the visual has been spotted in the meanwhile. Impact comes out, and that is going to give him a line of sight up from below, excuse me. Meanwhile, the phone call is in from Dikebi, and that is going to give away the position of a lot of defenders. But no, the repellent from Chu was caught by Sane with a shotgun. The mute with the M590 is going to catch the sledge right there as flashbangs have been thrown in, excuse me. But Sane is nice and cautious right now. Dr. Godex sitting on the garage area as there's a couple of defenders below. And oh, what a connect right there from El Noob. He's going to get refragged onto for the kill on the IQ right there. But another refrag is in onto the Ash from Dr. Godex, who's on a big run out right now. But he's going to come back in towards garage and get refragged onto by the yellow stairs. A game of refrags is in from both these teams, as Stoneheart is the one to take out the Cavera. No interrogations coming out from either team right now. All they want to do is get the plant in, the attackers that is. But Nyx is going to throw a call out, and that is going to reveal the position of a defender very close to these double windows right here. Flashbangs are in from the Dikebi, but he only has two. The repellent will not be coming in just in case he wasn't flashed, but he was going to find the kill onto Nyx. It's all down to Stoneheart in a 1 versus 3 right now. The Doc is looking the other way, but Saiyan is not. He's lit up Stoneheart. He's reloading. Beaver's coming for the peak as well, as he hits his own teammate. Ben is going to go for a run out, and will he find anybody? No, he won't. Nobody will be found. But time will find the round end right there, and that is going to give the round to the side of Vector Sports on this defense right here. And a good play from VS to start things off. Second floor console goes to them 1-0 in round 2.
Definitely an amazing start for the side of Vector Sports here. That aggression did pay them off. The Cavera and the Vigil coming to play. Really well played by El Noob and Dr. Godex over there. Getting that refrag game, though, very important as well. Phoenix was trying to put that on board. At least they were trying to do that at the maximum that they could. It was just the fact that defense happened to be on a rather better positioning, I would say. We'll be seeing ourselves head to garage and cafeteria from the side of the defense now that the Echo will be banned, though. That's a default ban now with the new bug coming in. That's why the Maestro is being employed. I was hoping that Beaver would go back on the Maestro, but Side is going to be the one to do that because the Goyo comes in from Beaver. Very interestingly, we have seen Goyo brought up from the side of Beaver. Not a new, that's not news, very honestly. But and again, I cannot forget that Beaver's clutch. In fact, the Maestro clutch that was in fact on this very same map. On the very same side. That being said, we'll be seeing Smokey come up with his bandit batteries as well, and Godex will be on the Jaeger. He's going to make sure that he's planning all of his ADSs first, and interesting bandit charge being played. Like Bandit will not be employing any of his time or utility for that matter into holding down or bandit tricking a particular wall. So that is not usually a wall you see somebody putting down a bandit charge on. And I don't think was the Thatcher banned, Blackjack? Not sure. In fact, I myself was the one who happened to.
Oh, whoa, I forgot my mic was muted
There
again.
we
But yes,
go.
the Thatcher is banned, Foxy.
All right, all right. That makes a whole lot more sense. That Smokey has just left his banded batteries. Oh, there, no, just a little bit of passive work that he's doing, not active duty with the bandit. I get it. It can only make sense, but now Hypertishi with the IQs making his way towards the side of print to balcony, I believe, or rather the print to hallway. I like to call it, that little room that he's got for himself. Make his way in along with Z Panda, helping him out. There's nobody playing in Visa, not at least as of now, except for Smokey, mind you. That means he has more than enough room to work with to possibly even go for a C4 play. Elnoob will be playing on the side of the bottom of Spiral, in fact, very interestingly. Elnoob, though, such a tricky name. Now that I think about it, on a very general scale, when I've met him outside of the game, I happen to call him by his real name. So, yeah, it's just something that, I don't know, it's a little awkward to call him El Noob. You know, if I happen to misplace any of the, those letters over there, might as well land me in that spot. So we'll be seeing next come up with the drone work and we get those wipes up, which as I like to call them. But meanwhile, Beaver's gonna get himself a C4 kill. That's very well done. I'm not sure where that came out from, but definitely that's the information being traded off from the Maestro cams, I believe. Where is Beaver though? Oh, that's not even the Maestro cams. It's just a lucky C4. More importantly, I wouldn't really say luck. I wouldn't really like luck to take the credit. It's a game sense that the man has, and well done with it. Next will be making his way downstairs. He's waiting for the breach to happen from the thermite, but they still have to establish control on the top floor, and IQ will be doing that very quickly. Say very quickly, mind, excuse me, because now 40 seconds left, and despite the IQ coming up with that RED scanner, I believe it's a little too late. Jaeger playing on that little elevated area that he's got for himself. Meanwhile, the piano saw breach is still not happened. That is such a huge disadvantage now that the oh, never mind. The bandit batteries were still not taken out. 20 seconds left, and now we'll be seeing Z Panda make his way on the side of piano. He's trying to find somebody, but there's nobody to find. The Sonar will finally get the breach done, but I really don't see the attackers walking away with this one. The Jaeger playing in a really nice spot. In fact, that is Dr. Godex. He's got himself the drone hole area. He's going to get a frag. That's one thermite. He's going to get the second one. That's the door could be gone. And the push is coming in from the yellow. He's going to get that last frag as well. What a play from the Jaeger. He's going to get himself a triple kill. And Vector Sports stay strong in this matchup. Look at that. The dead body at the IQ. That must have been confusing for the man in prioritizing his kills. But no. He's going to get the Ash eventually, though, with that little bit of a pistol spray coming in from him. Round 3 will be underway, but still in the favor of VS over a rather lazy attack that we saw on the side of Phoenix bring out.
Well, that was certainly quite the round, especially the finisher right there from the Jaeger just firing away, trying to find where the last attacker was over all of the chaos happening around him. But at the end of the day, it is 2-0 in favor of Vector Sports. They are playing a good game right here. Beaver is going to go out of the smoke into the mute, SAS to SAS, and a thermite to thermite from the side of Phoenix. The good old visual mix-up, as I like to call it. Stoneheart right there. All he's going to do is bamboozle himself, or not even himself really. He knows what he's doing, as he's the only heart breacher though, so him taking the 6-quick ticket didn't really make a whole lot of sense, unless of course, then again, right now having 1-2 back-to-back defensive rounds, Vector Sports don't really have anywhere else to go outside of first floor lobby on the round desks, and over here this site, I would say this site doesn't really require a hard breacher per se, but then again, hard breachers are very useful for any particular side push. Even on the map of Coastline, Hibana can be very useful indeed. We've talked about that earlier today on the match between that was U-Sabers and Newcomers that just happened. But we've got a spawn peek coming out from El Noob right here, out of the yellow stairs door, and a peek from Sayin the Rook. Okay, both the Frenchmen are in. I did not notice that, but El Noob is going to be pulling back slightly because he hasn't seen anybody come out of that particular area of the spawn, which is making him suspicious. And the sledge, of course, was slowly coming in. I think the sledge had noticed something was wrong with the door, but hasn't taken any shots. And of course, El Noob is going to get away with that nice and quickly. Smoke is waiting for a run out. Looks like Vector Sports want to play aggressive tonight. And he's going to be joined by Beaver as shots are fired in Beaver's general direction towards the rotation into meeting from the side of admin, because that is where the push is coming in from the side of the attackers for the time being. Sayin, meanwhile, he's going to be going for a peek, but the attacker is behind that wall that he looked at for just a second. And of course, that is not going to give away the position. I believe that's Nix on the Dekebi, who's just going to be sitting there for the time being. Sayin could technically go for a big run out right now, but being Rook, a 3 armor. Oh, he actually goes for it? No, that's just a tiny peek. He's going to go for the other side. It's like checking for traffic, you know what I mean? And hits the barbed wire himself. All right, to take away any sound for anybody sitting on the balcony above him. But again, nothing giving away his position right now. He's being very careful with the way he peeks. He doesn't know where the Dekebi is sitting, as we have now Z Panda trying to push in towards admin. Smokey is actually in admin right now. Flashbang has been thrown in, and Smokey gets flashed. That's a little bit unfortunate for the man, but he is still alive. He threw the C4 out to no avail. Shots are fired in his general direction, and he does get tagged up by the Ash. The man's facing a bit of a crisis right now, as the Jones are going to spot out his exact location, and that is not going to be good for the Bandit. He's got to be very careful with where he peeks right now, as a grenade came in as well. But El Noob is here with the kill on the Z Panda. Will he find one more? Not quite yet. He's the Doc, of course. He can heal himself back up as the shots are fired, and Sayin goes down. There we go. The Dekebi, who had been sitting so quietly, droning away for the better half of the round, finally gets a kill onto one of the Frenchmen. That's Sayin off the board. The Rook is down. Although we do still have the Doc alive. A phone call goes out from Dekebi. That's the first of two. As this repellent is coming in from the IQ, will he be found? He does get tagged up quite a bit, and so does El Noob, who still has, I believe, one stim pistol left. And in the meanwhile, the grenade comes in. Beaver's going to find Nix with the SMG-12, and there we go. El Noob with the kill onto High Precision as well. Smoker is here with another. Nope, he's going to get downed instead. And will he be confirmed onto? The Doc is still here. He will get the kill onto the Thermite, and probably will revive his friend. Got a triple kill for himself, but nope, he will get taken out. That's true with the kill onto El Noob. He might find the down bandit. He's looking for him, but will he find him? Not quite yet. He actually ran past him. Wait a minute. I didn't notice that, but he has to go. He has better things to do. He has to go for the peek into towards side, and he will not win that gunfight against the SMG-11 of Beaver. And that is going to give the round 3 as well to the side of Vector Sports. Once again, a little lazy from the side of Phoenix. Looks like they're quite sleepy tonight, and that is definitely hurting them right now. 3 rounds back-to-back for the side of VS. Round 4 is in play.
Mind you, that's 3 rounds back-to-back on the side of defense on Consulate. That is something that that does happen to that should be a concerning moment for the side of Phoenix, because you really want to take the advantage while you stay on attack on the side of Consulate, and the way that the defense is coming in from the side of VS, it's not really got themselves it's not even methodical, you know. There's no strategy being employed. It's just that the VS is happening to be on choke points and winning those gunfights. Nothing else. It can essentially be something that Phoenix can at least stand up to it, you know. The least they can do is happen to take those gunfights in their advantage instead of being over methodical. Sometimes you don't really have to do that, you know, when your enemies are being a little too random. There's no pattern. I mean, I don't remember who said this to me. I believe that was Infi from ex Phoenix now. I believe he's playing for Never Diamonds right now, and yeah. So speaking of which, he told me this once: if I don't know what I'm doing, how will they know what I'm doing? And that makes him unpredictable. And that is one of the best, one of the most funniest and the most bizarre, in fact, lines I've heard out of anyone, I believe. It's quoting my little friend here. But then again, that is exactly what is happening with Vector Sports right now. That is what I'm trying to say. They don't know what they're doing, and Phoenix is not able to understand what they're doing. And that's the strategy employed behind this. Dr. Godex, I believe he's gotten drone. No, he hasn't actually. Wait a minute. Oh boy, Dr. Godex, this could be very influential if he turns this into a conversion. The Ash is right outside. He's waiting for it. Oh boy, this is so close. This is getting so exciting. He's gonna get a frag. He's gonna find another. Yes, he will. That's a thermite gone. And Hyper Tushy and Sonat face the wrath of the Mozzie. He won't be able to find a third. Those sledges here to chime in. He's gonna get a frag. That's Z-Panda off the board. I mean, Z-Panda taking down Dr. Godex off the board, in fact. Very interesting, though. And that shouldn't have worked out. That shouldn't have worked out for the side of Phoenix. We'll be seeing Nyx come in with a little bit of a pre-fight. He's trying to find somebody in Visa, but not sure who that is. There'll be a triple duty take. In fact, Tree and Diego will be playing on this little area, but Smokey is the better one in that gunfight. He's going to win it. El Noob is still watching this angle, but he gets taken away from the double door, in fact. The play from Nyx is on. He's going to get that headshot with the C7. Oh, he's not going to get the second one follow-up, though. And it's a shutdown. Smokey with a double kill, in fact, towards the end of the round there. And like I said, Esports doesn't know what they're doing, and neither does Phoenix. I mean in terms of reading Vector Sports, yeah. That's what I tried to say. Yeah.
I mean, let's be real here. Vector Sports has some idea what they're doing. They're really, like Beaver said, back in the interview, harkening back to that, of course, he said that they're trying out new things. And that strategy by Dr. Godex, he went for it with the Caveira initially, back when they were on a second floor console. And it didn't work out primarily because, back in round 1 that is, but it didn't work out because there was no push from there. This time there was a very considerable push towards the side of admin from the side of the attackers, and it worked out. It in fact got the Mozzie a double kill, but he went for another one, and that of course cost him his life. We've got El Noob with the 6-pick out of the Vigil into the smoke, excuse me. And I believe a Thermite was brought in place of a Jackal from the side of Stoneheart. Once again, that one hard breacher who is always required on this map, it usually normally is Thermite, for big breaches, especially on the basement garage site, which we are on for round 5. Speaking of round 5, I just realized it is 4-0 in favor of Vector Sports. Phoenix definitely, as Foxy said, has absolutely no idea what is even happening on this map. They've been a little lazy, mind you, the way they've been pushing it. It kind of feels lethargic, if you will. It's not as sharp as the Phoenix we're used to seeing. Then again, that could change at any given point, of course, as again, going back to the interview, Beaver did point out, that they sort of take a chill, and then when things start heating up, they say, all right, time to get serious, and they definitely get serious. One game that comes to mind off the back of that statement is the fact that, is the fact that that game between Vector Sports and Never Diamonds that we can never stop talking about, because that game was one of the best games we've seen. I personally have seen in Rainbow Six, in my Rainbow Six history. So, so it falls down to the fact, it comes down to the fact that will Phoenix be able to do something of a similar extent, to what Vector Sports did way back in the day with that match, because pulling a comeback like that from a 5-1 to a 6-6, right? And then winning on overtime is pretty hard. It's called a...
Okay, I'd like to interrupt you there, Blackjack, with the fact that I was trying to make a point. The fact that Phoenix is being a little too over methodical. I'm gonna have to be honest here. The pacing is off. They're taking a little too much time, and you're going for a top floor control, and they're working their way to the bottom. It's not working out for them. They're not having enough crossfires established, and more than that, they've done that again. That is something that could be fatal. That could bite them in the back. They've got to make sure that they get their priorities right in terms of how they tend to... Alright, here's the thing. On attack, you essentially need to have a common goal where the entirety of the 5 members work towards. That is something that lacks, still happens to... from the side of Phoenix. Let's see if they'll be able to do that this time around. They've been a little quicker, but no, Beaver is going to be the one convert that into a frag. Nyx goes down. That's your sledge again. Sledge off the board. No, that's not what you were going for. Anyways, Blackjack, the mic is all yours.
Stutter right there from you, Foxy. Of course, having the sledge off the board isn't exactly a situation you would like to be in, and you can just see him laying, unfortunately, out of the game for this round. And we do still have the Jackal, mind you. He does still have a shotgun. Was that another C4? I'm not really sure right there. But the hard breach has happened from the side of the attackers right now. And some vertical lines of sight can still be established from Jackal's shotgun, his secondary shotgun, of course, the ITA-12S. But, you know, again, there's only so much that shotgun can do because it has a limited range, whereas Sledge can open giant square holes on the floor that you're standing on. So it's always good to have a Sledge around. With him off the board, it's going to be a little tougher to get those proper angles in. And now Z-Panda, he's got his impact nades in, but he's going to be using them on the yellow stairs for the time being. Flashbangs are coming out as well as the push towards side is slowly heating up. Dr. Godex, he's here on the first floor, but no, he'll be found by Hypertushy. That's a big peak and a big kill right there. Will he find another one, though? As only so much time is left for the side of Phoenix. There's only less than 10 seconds, and the kills are coming in. Beavers found one. Smokey finds another. The plan is coming in from Stoneheart, but there's the kill onto the... okay, never mind. Saiyan finds the kill onto Stoneheart as well. El Noob with the shotgun onto Chu, and apparently the Thermite was just lit enough for the kill with... oh, well, okay. Maybe there were some shots from the Vector from Beaver that helped the Evil Eye to get that kill, but Maestro will be the one to take that. And with that being said, 5-0 going into round 6. I mean, I do agree with you, Foxy. They are being slightly over methodical, if you will. They don't seem to have a common goal. Rather, they do seem to have 2 to 3 goals divided into teams, if you will.
I know,
But-
right? All right. So
But
the way
you know,
this works.
if I were to add to that, if I can, so
Yep.
while they do have 2 to 3 goals that they seem to be dividing into teams into, like there's roam clearers, there's hard breacher, there's hard breach support, and whatnot, and each seem to be doing their own thing. At the same time, you know, the droning, you know, the intel that you need to get the executes done. I'm not really seeing it. You know, we're not really seeing
Right.
it go on drones too much. There's always this one guy on drone. He's sort of putting the intel in for his team, and then they go in to try and peek. They get a kill, they get a couple, and then they get just refragged onto like a pack of cards in the wind. So, you know, it's an observation that I've made in these couple of rounds. Like, back when we were on lobby in round 3, right? You had the Dikebi droning all round long. Finally getting the kill onto the roof. Hello?
Did I just lose you?
Hello? No,
Hello?
I'm not sure.
What's
Hello?
up?
My...
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too. And I'm looking at my ping on my internet. My internet's fine, so I'm not really sure what happened right there.
All right.
Interesting interruption right there. But what I was saying, right, was the Dikebi was droning all round long.
We just
outside
had a
of that-
Skype call more.
But yeah, there was droning all round long from one operator. A little bit of droning on admin, and then what Phoenix did, they just went in. They tried to go in. And it didn't work out, obviously, because Vector Sports have all the intel in place. They have people on cams, they have people doing what they need to do. And look at here right now, Hypertush is already on front alley. He's going for a rush. And there you go, he's taken off the board because Vector Sports are aware of this due to the Valkyrie cam in place, right? So, okay, back to you. I think I've rambled on for long enough with the way Phoenix are playing. But yeah, there's something I wanted to point out.
No, definitely. That has been, in fact, that has been the cause for the downfall. Yeah, having to be methodical, you might as well be methodical in the right way. You want all of your attackers to work on a common goal, but no, this time around they will be doing that. That's a rush. No, they have abandoned doing that because only the Zofia has made it onto site. This could be fatal if she doesn't win the gunfight, and she won't. Like I said, once again, the common goal not being established, but there's the cover right back from the refrag game. This might be something that Phoenix will be able to pull off. It's a 3 versus 2 in their favor. This might as well be that one round where they would be able to get away with it. Lobby defense has been quite the side that defense doesn't like to play on because of this very reason. One frag comes out, the second one still not be on the board. Smokey though is the Valkyrie, but here's Beaver with the SMG plays. You don't count Beaver Sama out, not without a fight at least. And there you go, another frag is in, and that's round 6 on board for you guys. Esports will be taking this 6-0 into halftime. A flawless first half for this defensive team.
Well then, as I just said, there was almost no droning in that round. It was a little lazy, admittedly, because if there was some droning done, the Zofia would be aware of the fact that the alibi is actually in there. If the drone had survived, mind you, you know, there is, of course, the factor of the drone being allowed to go all the way in from the defender side, but with no interruptions from inside of Piano, the drone would have gone in easily, no issues asked, no questions asked, that is, and the alibi would have been spotted out, the kill would have been confirmed instead of the Zofia going in blind. That is something that we saw both the Ash do, Hypertushy right there, and of course the Zofia do. And speaking of going in, not blind mind you, Dr. God X is going to be on the Amaru. 6 pick out of the Twitch, of course, with the Amaru buff of Year 5 Season 2. It is definitely interesting to see how she plays out as an operator now. I mean, yeah, when it comes to Amaru, right, in this season, in the rank sets I've played with my friends and whatnot, we have definitely been subject to Amaru rushes that were completely unexpected. One match comes to mind. We're on border, and Amaru just ran in through sandwich window on second floor, completely demolished all of us. We weren't expecting it. We were completely destroyed. Now, that surprise factor in a competitive game is going to be much harder to find, obviously, because of again intel and all the other things, and of course gun sounds being identifiable. Of course, you know, if oh, okay, Goya shield already popped. Nyx takes a bit of damage. Was that smoke shotgun the rotation?
I was about to tell you that. I believe that was a smoke shotgun that while he was waiting the rotation, he just shot the Goyo shield. One of the pellets, in fact. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yep, that is unfortunate. Z Panda loses one of his own shields, and Nyx takes a bit of damage to boot. But we've got Valkyrie cameras here. That will be a big help for the side of Sangford Esports. That is Phoenix right now. And Chu, of course, the man with the Valkyrie, is going to be doing that. We've got a bullet hole peek from inside the desk of front desk on second floor, outside of console. That is the Goyo himself, Z Panda, the man who recently lost one of his shields to some unfortunate events relating to a shotgun of Stoneheart right there. Meanwhile, Vector Sports, they really haven't gone for the rush yet. I think they might want to... What do they want to do? I'm really curious here. Because the way they've been playing this match, it is definitely very interesting. Jones are coming in from the Amaru. That's Dr. Godex upwards of yellow, excuse me. Should find... Yep, there we go. Z-Panda and the Jaeger have been spotted out. And I believe the Doc inside the bathroom as well. So... that's going to be interesting. Again, it's a little bit of a conundrum for myself to predict the kind of push VS wants to make. Flashbangs are coming in inside of console front desk right now, but it's not going to find anybody per se, but the Goya shield gets popped again. All right, Nyx is taking a lot of damage as well as a Z-Panda. Both of them are, well, Z-Panda's very much less than half HP right now, while Nyx is going to be healed up from the Doc. That's Hyper Tushy. Looks like Z-Panda doesn't want those heals as Capita Firebolts are coming in as well. As are the Smoke Bolts. Looks like there's a plant coming in towards the side of... is a plant coming in? Yes, it is. And the Thermite is not going to be on the default spot. He's going to be running around the couches right now. As shots are coming in, Nyx has found Dr. Godex. In the meanwhile, the Amaru is off the board, but Saiyan's going to find Nyx. El Noob gets taken down by True, and there's a down on the first floor onto one of the defenders. Valkyrie's going to be going for the revive, and that leaves Hypertishi on the first floor. He's on top of Yellow. The Capitao is contesting him. The plant should be coming in. The marks are coming in as well. Saiyans find a double kill onto True and Hypertishi, and the Goya gets taken out on Yellow as well. And Beaver is the one to finish things off for the side of Vector Sports. And what a quick game we've had, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, 7-0 for Vector Sports on Consulate to finish things off. Can I just say, wow. As we see Foxy typing in the chat, of course, I can have my dinner early today. Yep, sentiments mirrored right there, Foxy, because this match went by really, really quickly indeed. And that is going to wrap up everything from the side of Division 2 today, ladies and gentlemen, for Season 3 as well. A quick reminder for all of our viewers, Kira Esports versus Virtual 5 happened. That was the first game today on Villa. Kira Esports won that 7-5, somewhat of a close game. Sabers versus Newcomers, this is from Stream 2. Mind you, we had only one game in Stream 1, unfortunately. But Sabers versus Newcomers on Coastline, that was won by Sabers completely almost completely stomping over the side of Newcomers. And, of course, the last game that we just saw, the side of Vector Sports taking on Phoenix, a complete washout from the side of VS, 7-0 in their favor on Consulate. With that being said, that is going to be it for the side of Division 2 in Season 3 of the W Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. And Foxy, any closing thoughts on how Division 2 has been this season?
Division 2, definitely. We did see quite the... I would say Division 2 is in fact the hottest division, and more importantly, that differential, that Division 1 relegated teams and the Division 3 promotion teams happen to meet. That is where Division 2 becomes all the while a breeding ground for so much action. That is at least the outlook I like to have. But then again, it's no surprise that Kira and Vector have been on top of Div 2. They will be getting that promotion, and the fixtures will be out very soon on the Instagram and Facebook of the Esports Club about who's going to get the relegations and who's going to be with the promotions. The top 3, the bottom 3, all in there. But what I'm really excited is the fact that tomorrow we'll be going back to Division 1 matches, mind you, people. Not Division 3. Division 1 starts tomorrow. Tomorrow and the day after, we'll have Div 1, some Tier 1 action coming to your screens. And actually, that'll be it from me and Blackjack as we're signing off. We'll see you guys tomorrow once again for the Tier 1 action, like we told. Thank you. Good night. Have a great day. Have a great night, actually. Wow, I am really hungry. I'm going to have my food now. Anyways, have a good night. Everybody, welcome back to the Bleed Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear Association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm joined with Beaver here today from Vector Sports for a very special interview. Beaver, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Foxy. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine as well. So, a lot of energy I see in you right now, as Vector Sports has been amazing so far, Division 2. So how has the journey been? You know, since Season 1 you guys have been here, and it's been a little bit of a to and fro. Division 1, Division 2. Looks like this time around with the finale week coming up, in fact, do you think we'll be seeing you go to Division 1?
Yeah, so we started off pretty strong in Division 1, but Division 2, sorry, when we started out. And then as soon as we got into Division 1, there were some issues that we had to work through, and there were some internal problems, like personal problems with people. So we performed like pretty bad in Division 1. But and after that, like, people needed some time off, so we thought like maybe, so there were a lot of players that have been asking us that they wanted to play comp and they wanted to experience what comp feels like. So some of our players needed a break, and we talked to a few people. We got some new players in to play with in the this division, and it's been pretty well. Like, we've been having a lot of fun this division, because it's not the Vector you see. Like, we're just trying new stuff, doing new things every map. So it's a little fresh for us too, and it's been pretty fun. And as for the coming standings, I think we can make it to Division 1 back. And then
definitely.
we can,
I'm sure all the Vector Sports fans must be rooting for you to go back to Division 1 as well. I myself, in fact, I was waiting, on a personal note, that Vector Sports happens to make it to Division 1. That out of the way, how has your journey been, as Beaver in the 3 seasons of the league that you've played so far?
It's been fun. I am pretty new to the comp scene as well. Like, a lot of players it's actually been like a year since I joined Vector Sports. Like, I joined them in May last year, and in a year I've already done so much that I never thought I could. And it's just these guys, they're just so experienced, and like, you get to learn so much from these guys. They've been here since the beginning, and it's just a great experience for me to be playing with them and learning from them.
That's good. In fact, always that learning, I would say, capacity of a player does happen to decide how amazing he becomes. Something I believe myself. That out of the way, what any messages that you want to give away to your fans and your supporters?
Nothing really. The fans have just been crazy. Like, the supporters, like, everywhere we go, we see OGs, Vectors, even though people still call us boomers. But yeah, we still, like, just the amount of love and support people have for Vector is just astonishing. Like, we get every time, like, you guys post on your socials, we get like DMs on Instagram and stuff. Like, I can't wait to see your game. Let's see what you do today and all that. So it's been pretty fun, and it's been pretty crazy.
That's nice. That's good to hear. So all the best, Beaver, with all the matches coming up your way. And I'm very excited to cast them personally. And that is it. Let's take ourselves back to the games.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.